We started construction in September 11, just after we received our water use license. The main event was to get the box cut started, and then it was about getting the shaft down to the coal seam. So we entered the coal seam in the middle of November last year in 2012. We took out the first coal, but the first time we actually cut with our machine was in the middle of December 2012. We're still finishing off the construction here on surface. We still have to do quite a bit of work underground to establish ourselves, get the drives in, all the substations and dams in place. And then we have to mine towards the main ventilation shaft. And that's going to take us till April, May. And then is to sink the ventilation shaft. So we're planning to finish in the second quarter of 2013. This mine is designed to carry on for about 10 years. There is life extension opportunities in lower seam and lower quality. So all in all, we reckon we're going to run for at least 15 years. We're now running at about 15,000 tons a month. By the end of this month, we hope to bring the next section in. So then we'll be running with 2 continuous miner sections and then start building up to full production. Full production here with 2 continuous miner sections would be 70,000 tons a month, and we hope to be there by June 2013. The coal is transported by truck from the mine here to our Delta plant. We've got excess plant capacity there, especially for Penumbra. We then process the coal there, and it's mainly for the export market. It's got a very high quality coal, high yield coal, in excess of close to 70% yield that we're going to get out of this coal. That will then be, once the product has been beneficiated, it will be loaded on our Anthrax siding, onto Richards Bay coal trucks. That will be transported down to Richards Bay for export, and most of our coal go to the east. The very first challenge we faced was when we received our water use license, that there were further restrictions placed on us. We had to move the shaft position. That unfortunately cost extra money, and it extended the shaft, the decline development. So we changed the design, and we've carried on and moved the shaft and started in September. And it was, it happened quite quickly. And I think the other key challenge we faced was the decline development. It's always an issue with underground mining, especially new shafts. We believe we had the best contractor on site here, Murray & Roberts. But even then, it was quite a challenge to stay on target. And we did lose some time due to that process, but it was mainly due to some interventions by community issues and general strikes, in the country. But I think the continued focus by the team, we managed to complete the shaft without a major accident, within budget. Yes, slightly over time, but I believe in hindsight, I think a very reasonable time period we spent on getting the shaft down. I think there's all the surface infrastructure, no major challenges that we faced there. Now, with the opportunity of bringing in new employment in the country, unfortunately, we've had quite a few interventions by communities, while we're trying to, recruit people, and unfortunately, people that are not really representative of the various communities. So that's been a challenge. But with ongoing engagement with the local authorities, with community leaders, with our unions, we've overcome those issues, and we've employed up to close to 70 people already, and we'll continue to employ up to close to 200 people when the mine is in full production. This is what we've achieved as a junior miner, and we're very proud of it.